Today in this video I will make some really easy made thin film battery. So like I said, today I will make some thin film battery, which is actually really easy to make. And this is because I get some requests if I can show how to make some thin film battery for some special applications, like for example smart packaging or other smart applications. And also one of my friends work on the project which is related to the smart packaging, and this smart packaging or this active smart packaging need to have some integrated thin film circuit which is powered by some battery. And the entire circuit with the battery need to have low profile as possible, because the circuit and the battery is sticked to some package or is directly integrated into the package. And for this reason it's good that the battery is thin as possible. And because for this smart packaging application the battery itself don't require to have high capacity or high output power, because the circuit is active couple of times per week for a really short time. But on the other hand, the battery need to last from 1 to 5 months. So in the past I already make some custom thin film batteries for some customer, where the cells were also used in some smart application. And the cells had a thickness below 1 mm, they were rechargeable and have the cell voltage of around 2 volts. But in this video I will show you how to make some really easy thin film battery which is actually not rechargeable but will last for a really long time. And here I have some example of this cell. So here I put together two cells which are connected in series. So one cell produces the voltage of 1.5 volts, which means that two cells together will produce the voltage of 3 volts. And the thickness is around 0.6 millimeters. And to make now this kind of cell, of course you will need some sort of tape. So in my case I will use this Kapton tape, but instead of Kapton tape you can also use this normal tape. This one will also work really great. Then you will also need the positive and the negative current collector, which in my case for the positive current collector I will use this graphite. Here I have 0.2 millimeter of graphite, and for the negative I will use this zinc foil. And these two foils you can find really easily on eBay or on Amazon. Then you will also need some separator. So for the separator you can use whatever you want. So no big deal about the separator. And then you will also need some positive active material. And the positive active material you can find really easily in some alkaline battery or in some zinc carbon battery. So you need to extract the black stuff which is inside of these two cells. But it's really important what active material you will use. So if you will use the active material from the alkaline battery, then in this case you need to use some alkaline electrolyte, like for example some potassium hydroxide. But if you will use the active material from the zinc carbon battery, then for the electrolyte you need to use some salt electrolyte. And some typical electrolyte in some zinc carbon battery is of course some zinc chloride. So here I have 2 mol of zinc chloride. But if you don't have any zinc chloride at home, then in this stage any salt electrolyte will work. So if you don't have the zinc chloride, then you can also use some sodium chloride as well. So the sodium chloride is of course some table salt. And the active material which you will find in this zinc carbon battery is made from manganese dioxide and carbon black. And then this active material you need to make into some slurry. And you can make the slurry by wetting the active material which you will find in this cell with the electrolyte. And then you will get something like this. And then this active material you need to coat on the graphite. So here I have my coated positive electrode which is ready. Then here I also have my negative electrode and separator, and of course the electrolyte. And because the entire cell don't need any high capacity and high power, for this reason it's no need that I will put these two electrodes on one of each another, like a sandwich. Because in this case I can put the electrodes side by side, like you can see over here. So here I have my positive electrode and here I have my negative electrode, which I put side by side. Now let's make this cell. Okay, here I have my tape ready. First I will put the zinc electrode like so, and then I will also put the carbon electrode like so. So here I don't want that these two electrodes would touch, that will physically touch together. For this reason, in the middle I have some little space. And now on the top of both electrodes I will put this separator like so, and this separator I will wet with the electrolyte. That's it's almost ready. And over here is my finished thin film cell. So let's see what will be the thickness. 0.67 millimeter. And because over here I use this zinc carbon chemistry, for this reason the cell voltage will be 1.5 volts. Very nice. So in this stage, if you need higher voltage, then of course you can connect several of these kind of cells together like so. Here I have 2 cells for 3 volts, or here I have 8 cells for 12 volts. And all these cells are made on the same way which I make over here. So guys, that's it about these thin film batteries, and yeah, we see us in the next video. Bye.